Amongst the successors of the stoic Imperial Fist is a Space Marine chapter that has earned a reputation for how incredibly adept its battle brothers are in the field of marksmanship. This loyalist chapter is known as the Diamondbacks. So unusually accurate are these Space Marines that it has led many within the Inquisition to grow suspicious at the chapter's skills with ranged weaponry. The Diamondbacks' origins are shrouded in mystery, and very few, if any, Imperial records exist on the chapter's founding. All that is known is that the Diamondbacks were created sometime during the 36th millennium, using the gene seed of the Primarch Rogel Dorn. Subsequent analysis of the Diamondbacks' gene seed by the Adeptus Mechanicus was able to pinpoint various mutations not seen on other sons of Dorn. Although only cosmetic, the Battle Brothers of the Diamondbacks developed an unusual physical mutation that gives them a forked tongue, red, viper-like eyes, and sharpened fangs that produce a highly toxic venom. But again, these are merely cosmetic flaws, and no record exists of the chapter utilizing these traits for any tactical purpose. Further inquisitorial investigation of the chapter's gene seed led to a theory that the Diamondbacks' notorious marksmanship is due to a mutation that caused the eyes and nervous system to synchronize, creating superior sharpshooters even compared to the superhuman levels of other Astartes. If the Inquisition is correct, it would also explain the chapter's red viper-like eyes that, unlike the salamanders, do not glow with luminescence. Imperial savants speculate that the cause of these unusual mutations are tied to the chapter's homeworld of Tejas, more specifically a rare fruit that once grew in their desert death world and became a staple of the Diamondbacks' diet. The fruit was harvested from a bush out in the desert wastelands, and then consumed before training as it heightened the Battle Brothers' senses. Ever since the chapter began this tradition, the mutations only grew more prominent, until eventually the fruit went extinct. Some Imperial savants even go as far as concluding that the fruit had awoken an already existing yet hidden mutation, even stating that the chapter may have been created during the 21st founding, also known as the Curse founding. This, however, cannot be proven without further investigation of the chapter's homeworld, a task that the Diamondbacks would probably not sanction. Their homeworld, Tejas, is located in the westernmost reaches of the Segmentum Obscurus. Orbiting their planet are two moons, Ostona and Alamos, which each have become a garrison outpost for the chapter. The planet itself has a population that consists of renegade outlaws and cutthroat bandits, usually starting their criminal campaigns at an early age. These young boys are perfect candidates for recruitment by the Diamondbacks chaplains, who are known within the chapter as preacher men. It is Diamondback tradition to have aspirants hunt down a native giant horn predator known as a large horn in the desert wastelands and ravines of Tejas. The aspirants can only use a signature power whip known as a viper tongue and a knife. Should the aspirants return to the fortress monastery of Dalasar, located within the deepest ravine on the planet, a deep gorge known as the Jaws of Death, with the head and pelt of the creature, they are then accepted as Brother Astartes. Once inducted into the chapter's ranks, the Battle Brothers will don the Diamondback signature black power armor, with lime green faceplates, shoulder cauldrons, and knee guards. They will proudly wear the Diamondbacks chapter icon of a lime green coiled serpent ready to pounce, centered on a black-colored spade. As was said before, the chapter's history, including its battle honors, are incomplete due to inquisitorial tampering. However, it is known that the chapter has clashed with the Inquisition sometime after its founding, which could explain the censure. The only reliable Imperial battle record that exists is a fleet-based battle recorded in great detail. The Diamondbacks' flagship, known as the Come and Take It, and a gladius ship named Don't Tread on Me, came into conflict with a fleet of World Eaters, though the exact location was unfortunately classified by the Inquisition. What occurred is not certain, and all that is known is that the Diamondbacks somehow survived the battle with little damage to their ships. What is also known is that their ammunition was hardly depleted at all, yet all the World Eater ships were destroyed, showcasing the Diamondbacks' notorious marksmanship. This, of course, made the Inquisition skeptical and suspicious of such skills, though they have never found any taint of chaos within the chapter. Currently, the Diamondbacks are led by the dauntless chapter master, Cash Wayne, who has held the position since the start of the 39th millennium. Cash Wayne has established a military doctrine known as blitz fighting, hitting their enemies from afar, but still being able to hold a siege as many of the Imperial Fist chapters do. Unlike the traditional 10 companies of most chapters, Cash Wayne has held on to the Diamondbacks' unique organization of 5 companies, with a specialized biker company named the Rough Riders and a company that utilizes power sabers. The chapter has also accepted the Primaris Marines, even going as far as giving the Reavers their own company, known as the Mamba Squad. Under Wayne's command is Preacher Man Willie Gaboon, a chaplain with such a glare as to strike fear into any Xenos he comes across. Heading the Librarius is Chief Librarian Dances with Adders, a powerful psyker who is rumored to be able to call upon the Emperor to guide them in battle and in training. One of the chapter's most accurate shots is First Captain Alejandro de la Cruz. His primary weapon is a bolter pistol, which he simply calls Lucky. His skills with Lucky are legendary, even amongst his brethren. He has been said in one account by the Diamondback scouts that Alejandro stood against a massive swarm of High Fleet Kraken with a few of his lessers, and cut them down with only 1 bolter round per Tyranid. This deadly accuracy has earned Alejandro the title of Death Dealer by his fellow Diamondbacks. Like most Space Marine chapters, the Diamondbacks hold the Emperor of Mankind in the highest regard, calling him the Big Man. They also hold a unique tradition called the Duel of Hot Irons, where the 2 battle brothers will walk 50 paces from each other and fire non-lethal shots at one another. Whoever lands the first shot is the winner. As expected, the Diamondbacks hold a resentment towards the Death Watch, the chamber militant of the Ordo Xenos of the Inquisition. The chapter claims it's mainly due to the fact that one of the Death Watch members once said to Diamondback Sergeant Jesse Houston that the chapter will be forgotten. The reason why is unknown, though it is noted that the Death Watch member in question was from the Silver Skulls chapter, who have a rivalry with the Diamondbacks. When Jesse took his insult to the current Death Watch leader at the time and place, the said leader simply shrugged it off. The Diamondbacks' mistrust of many military forces under the Inquisition has drawn the acceptance of the Space Wolves chapter, who have an even worse relationship with the Inquisition. They can also rely on the Salamanders chapter and any other Imperial Fist successor chapter, such as the Black Templars, Crimson Fist, or the Last War chapter. They even formed a bond with a chapter of ill repute as the Black Dragons, who see their mutation as nothing more than a tool and not applied. It is not uncommon for these Astartes chapters to ask to borrow some of the Diamondbacks' ammunitions. Despite conflict with the Inquisition, the Diamondbacks have continuously stood steadfast against the forces of chaos, standing eternal vigil against signs of threats to their home system and any Imperial world in the surrounding area. And special thanks to the creator of this chapter, Crazy Snake 88. He contacted us on Facebook. He sent us a link to the Homebrew wiki page where he organized all the lore for his Homebrew chapter, and we were able to pick off all the cool stuff and create this video for him. Thanks so much for listening, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. This is Gershwan with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.